Hey guys, how's it going? Um, Today's video is gonna be about the things that happen in the background when you don't realize. And this mainly pertains to like when you're on a path towards something. So to make an example out of this, let's say you're in sales, right? And maybe you didn't have a good month. It just wasn't a good month. You had a lot of people you connected with, but not that many people bought from you. Maybe you own a shop, had a lot of customers come through, but not a lot of them bought. Didn't sell a lot of items, right? Um, that month may feel shitty because on a personal level, you feel like you didn't really accomplish or do what you personally wanted to do, which was to sell your main goal, right? However, what you might not realize is that in that month that you probably didn't sell as much as you could have or wanted to, you met somebody who was going to return 5 or 6 times, for example, or somebody who's going to, you know, vocalize to other people about you and bring you more revenue. Like a lot of the times people don't realize that, like, whether you're moving fast or slow, that doesn't mean you're actually moving fast or slow, because the things in the background are the things that we can't see, and usually those things are always pushing forward with, especially when you're focused on your goal, and when you know what you want, they tend to add up, right? So a lot of the times it's easy to lose hope, feels easy to lose hope, or to feel like just underperforming, even if it's not your fault. But you got to realize you're never really underperforming. Every step you take, every lead you talk to, every failed call, every failed customer, whatever project, connection, it's just gonna help you in the future, because some of those just come back. Not some, but a lot of them come back, and they end up blessing you. So it's just a small thought that I wanted to kind of make a video on, because I feel like it's overlooked and not really talked about enough, how often that actually happens. There's some times where, like, me personally with my phone business, I'll have a whole month where I made okay amount of money, not really what I wanted to make. And then there's a week where, like, it's just horrible. I make zero to no money, or I lose money, right? And the next week, I realized that amongst the losses that I took, I made some new connections that end up bringing me an abundance of money, right? Or or maybe I'll be having a bad week, but it'll just be one phone that gets me a times three profit. You feel me? Like, you never know. You never know what can happen. It's crazy. And it's not gonna happen to you. Like, a lot of people consider this luck. It's not luck. It's just um it's just when preparation and opportunity meet. You feel me? If you just stay consistent, you just show up and you keep it pushing, whether you're winning or losing, and you're just always ready and prepared, you're gonna get lucky, because you're gonna attract those opportunities where you can collect the luck. If you give up and you just say, you know what, I'm not having a good week, I'm not gonna do it for the rest of the week, how are you supposed to collect your luck? You can't, because you're not even there. You're not even prepared. You feel me? That's just kind of how it goes. That's kind of how it works. Um, it's interesting. It's interesting because it's unseen. It's almost spiritual. Like, you can't even it's almost hard to put into words, and try to explain it, because you really just got to be there to experience it. And I'm sure a lot of you have experienced this, especially if you've focused on anything in your life ever. Like, sometimes you just get lucky, and it's not like, if you hadn't been doing what you were doing and you had received that luck, you wouldn't have been able to do what you did with that luck. You feel me? Because you just wouldn't have been prepared. People don't know that. They don't count that when they think about luck. They think that, it's just luck carried somebody, but the luck is only there if you were there before it. You feel me? The luck only works if you were prepared for it. But yeah, guys, just don't lose hope. Don't lose hope when things get interesting, or just they don't when your eyes are disappointed in results. You never know what's going on in the background. You never know you know, who is in the background, or what's moving, what's brewing. You know, you just never know. You gotta stay optimistic. You just gotta show up. You just gotta show up. Luck or no luck, you gotta show up regardless. That's how you're gonna make it in anything. Absolutely anything in the world. You just gotta show up, luck or no luck. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great night. If anybody ever wants a one-on-one, my Instagram is Emmanuel.lvx. That's Emmanuel with two M's.lvx. There's more details about me in the bio. Um, and yeah, if you guys like videos like this, just make sure to subscribe. Hope you guys have a good one. See ya.